real excited about the season, as we always are. The anticipation starts building the closer you get. Have a little bit of anxiety as a coaching staff, hoping that you're hitting all the bases and getting your repetitions in. You deal with a little bit of weather, but hoping you get your guys ready. Obviously, if you can get them, you know, where they need to be and feeling confident about themselves, that's a big part of it, and playing together and, you know, understanding what they need to do to improve. But as with always in every season coming in, there's always the unknowns, and probably this year more than a lot of years because of the number of players lost. So there's a lot of excitement and anxiety comes with that. We lost our starting rotation. Jordan De Lorenzo had a phenomenal year for us. We were very happy for him, and our highest draft pick, I think, in baseball for us. And Dawson Brown as well, getting drafted, had a great year. And then Diane Rodriguez, our senior. So, you know, we're replacing those guys with new guys, but we feel those new guys have a lot of quality. Well, we've got several newcomers, but the ones we like that we're looking to probably plug into the rotation right now, the first one's Jared Petrie. He's a transfer from University of Central Florida. He's been a nice addition for us. He's been very consistent, has good stuff, and we feel like he's going to be very consistent for us in the rotation. Another one is a local product that went to Northwest Florida State, Brandon Nagum. And he's a left-hander that we like to mix into that rotation if we can between right-handers. And he's been very consistent for us through the fall and spring, and we're looking for big things from him as well. Our number 3 spot is kind of in a battle of competition amongst 2 or 3 guys right now that, you know, we're closely looking at and seeing how we finish up with the last few inter-squad games and how they pitch here in the next week. But some of those in the mix is our senior returner, Matt Rodriguez, that did a great job late in the season last year out of the pen. Also Walker O'Connor, our returning freshman of the year. He's going to be in the mix for it, as well as our returner, Alex Stevens, that was our closer last year. We're looking at putting him in a starting role, and he has pitched very well early this spring, and he could be a very viable candidate for us in that 3rd spot. We have Josh McClaney that was a big part of our pen last year, and he's got the 3/4 arm slot, and he's gotten stronger. His velocity has picked up. He went and pitched summer ball. We've really seen an improvement with him through the fall and early spring. And, you know, we're kind of looking for him to be our setup guy, our 7th, 8th inning guy. And we brought in a true freshman, Ronnie May, from Apopka High School. He's got a lot of confidence, and he's also a 3/4 guy, a 3-pitch mix guy. And right now we feel like those 2 guys can really kind of lock up the end of the game, as well as some other guys that we're going to plug in there, you know, to do the long relief roles and try to get us to the back end of the bullpen. Well, we've got a lot of new guys obviously on the team, and we brought in some new junior college guys, and 2 of those guys that are going to plug into the outfield is Ladarius Clark, that's going to hit near the top of our order and play center field, and he brings a lot of skills to the table. He can run, he's got some pop in his bat. And, you know, we feel like he can be a great asset for us at the top of the order, a lot of athleticism, as well as another junior college transfer, Juan Figueroa, that we feel like is going to hit in the middle of our order and give us some provided pop in the bat that we need, followed by 2 first basemen that are really battling it out, and both of them bring different things to the table. Jordan Stark, a junior college transfer from Jones County Junior College in Mississippi, as well as Dylan Van Putten. He's one of our first northern guys. He's from Michigan, and he went to Grand Rapids Community College, and both those guys bring different sets of skills. Both of them have some good pop in the bat, and we look for those guys to play a lot equally until we see which one can fit into different roles. Some of those other guys are guys that have been here. Alex Green is, you know, looking to bounce back after breaking his hand and missing most of last year at shortstop for us. He's a tremendous defensive player for us. You got to be strong up the middle, as well as Kyle Hamner that's backed up Garrett Flynn the last 2 years. Kyle's a junior now. We're looking for Kyle to really step up his leadership role. We have a couple other junior college guys catching-wise that are going to back him up and push him for his you know, spot in the order. But you know, we feel like we're going to be strong up the middle. We've got another transfer from Wake Forest, Jimmy Radovian, that's going to play 3rd base for us, and he's been a great addition, and he's one of those old school guys that just really grinds it and gets after it and understands the game. We've got a couple true freshmen over at 2nd base that both of them, you know, bring a great skill set. Nicholas Strasser, we're looking for him right now. He looks like he's established himself as the starter at 2nd. Another Nicholas Kirkman that had some physical issues in the fall, didn't get to perform as much, so we haven't seen a lot out of him. But what we've seen early on, it looks good. And then we have Chase Kiefer back, that's a junior, that we're looking to plug back into the outfield. He stepped up very nicely for us and played second base as the injuries piled on last year, and as well as Sean Plunkett, that was first team all-conference, had a good offensive year. We look for him to be more productive in the RBI roles, but he's an athletic player, and so we have 4 very valuable candidates out there in the outfield. You know, we really like our mix, and it seems like the guys are starting to come together, and certainly, as our philosophy always in, we want to try to pitch and catch it as consistently as we can. And, you know, away we go, and you got 3 months of the season, of a long grind of a season, and, you know, it's something you're trying to build towards, but not get over animated about it, and maybe not get too excited to where you have yourself set up for a big letdown. We want to stay even keel, we want to have enthusiasm, we want to be, you know, ready for that opening pitch, but we got to get them understanding, hey, this is also a process.